Okay guys, this is going to be an awesome video. We have the new blockbuster skin, and it is called the Visitor, and you'll see it in a couple seconds. But it's a really cool skin. You can actually change the face on the skin, and I have it set as the smiley face. I think it's rather funny, and yeah. Let's go ahead and get right on into this game. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, it's a very good game. I'm telling you after the match, of course. But yeah, it's a very good game. I end up getting the victory royale, and it's such a interesting game. I get about 4 kills at the end, but the ending is rather funny. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens, hey? So I've chosen to land right at these 2 buildings to then rotate into Haunted Hills with at least some sort of weapon. Seeing as though Haunted Hills sometimes has 1 or 2 people in there, just to have a gun, and in this case I now have a shotgun and a pistol. I'm pretty much set. I just organize all of my different items into their different positions. So I'm using my pistol in my AR slot, and then the shotgun in the corresponding slot that I'd use that for. Now, I would use the pistol instead of an AR in this circumstance, because I don't have an AR, but I'll just keep it in that slot so that I can engage at longer ranges, especially as I'm going over this field. I want to make sure that I can hit people at a longer range rather than a shotgun, because trying to shoot people at a very long range with a shotgun is pretty pointless. We'll go ahead and collect this chest, and we'll get whatever's in this. Yeah, I get some pretty big YouTuber perks right here. A gold scar. There is, like, you can't get better than that. That is the best luck you can possibly get. Now, we're pretty much set for the game. There is nothing that I could want, possibly. Maybe like a rocket launcher, but other than this, we've pretty much got everything we need to get this victory royale. Go ahead and get some materials here, seeing as though I can't hear anybody right now, but go ahead and grab this chest, and there's one below us, and there's one above us. Oh my gosh, like, the luck I had in this game was amazing. So we got a hunting rifle right off the bat. We have a blue shotgun, and wow, another scar. Look at the luck on that, man. The luck of a YouTuber right there. Completely showing up for. Okay, go ahead and open this up. There isn't a chest in here, but we'll just, oh no, there is. Okay, go ahead and grab this chest. Grab the shield potion. We'll put that on right now. Actually, no, sorry. We won't. We will keep it and see if we can find something else, because a full shield over a mini would be a lot better, seeing as though it's 50 over 25. But the useful thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and find some more mushrooms, or try and find mushrooms after this, to get my health back up to 200 effectively. And go ahead and place a wall on top, or a floor floor piece above us. We'll go ahead and grab those bandages as well. Also, why you might want to have your pickaxe out while you're looting is if you're not really wanting to switch weapons or lose weapons. Have you ever gone and picked up bandages or some sort of healing or med kits or something like that, and you've noticed that you've dropped whatever gun that you have, and you've now got 2 stacks of meds, and you don't want that. So when you have your pickaxe out, it only adds to that. So it'll only pick up ammo or pick up things that you already have in there, but it won't take any of your weapons out, or swap them out for meds or anything, which is rather useful if you're just trying to loot really quickly. If you're in the middle of a fight, just pickaxe, go down, grab everything, and then come back up, and you'll just have all the ammo, and you'll be able to fight effectively again. Now, I've started recently doing that just because it's a little easier to just grab the loot and keep going. So we'll go ahead. We've got pretty much everything we need. There's nothing much more that I could ask for personally. There's another shield up here, and this is why I was going to keep it. Go ahead and grab one of the mushrooms over here. As you can see, the storm is coming, and we have about, what, 5 or 10 seconds left to go. And we'll go ahead and grab this mushroom, and then we'll head on in. Sometimes a shopping trolley can spawn in Pleasant Park, so we will see if that is what's happening today, but I don't think that we actually find one today. But we'll go ahead and push over to Pleasant Park. This is one of my favorite places to go, to Haunted Hills, and then push over to Pleasant Park. It is a pretty good way to get the game started, in my opinion, and go for victory royales, because not many people go to Haunted Hills in the first place, and you get pretty damn good loot. All the loot is in a compact, neat sort of area that you can just loot up really quickly, and then push on over to Pleasant Park, where most of the people have killed themselves off now, and you can just go clean up crew and completely get the victory, pretty much, depending on whether you survive this battle or not, because the person who's coming out of here or who has won this area generally has pretty decent loot and is pretty much fair game. But it depends on how fast you loot up to get out of here, because if you don't loot up fast at Haunted Hills, then possibly you get there too late and the guy's already healed up or moved on. And then if you get here too early, then there's still fighting going on and you can get hurt in the midst of all of that. But another thing is, I don't like going for too many engagements to go for victory royales, just because when you have health, when you get into a fight, you lose health. That means you have to use your meds to heal up, and then you don't have meds for later. And if you get into a fight after that, then you may not actually get meds from that guy. He may be in the same situation as you, and it just leaves less health for the final fight. And in my opinion, I'd prefer to have the final fight and have the most health and then get the victory royale, rather than having, minimal health and have the high kills and then, stuff at the end and end up dying. Now, I'm going to hug the left side of the river here, just sort of scout around, make sure I can see, where everyone is. I can't see anyone at the moment, but I will go ahead and check here, because I know I sometimes hide in here, and in my opinion, this was worth it. We got the shotgun shells. Now we're back at 20 shotgun shells. This is pretty good. We'll go ahead and go up to the top of this mountain at the far side, and I think there's a person, or there should be someone rotating out of Anarchy Acres, or from Junk Junction, sort of the top right-hand corner, of top left-hand corner, sorry, of the map. And as you can see, as I'm running along, I do wiggle my sort of thumbstick so I can make myself harder to hit. I'm sort of zigzagging along, and that sort of randomizes my position so that it's harder for people to shoot me while I am moving along. And in my opinion, I don't particularly like shotgun battles, so I'm going to try and stay at a longer distance and just sort of reinforce myself and land the AR shot, seeing as though I have a scar, which means it's going to be more accurate. It's going to deal a lot more damage than most people's ARs at this point in the game. I can see a person over there, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until he gets over the far side of that hill, so that once he gets over there, I'll have the high ground, because I'll be on the hill then, and then I'll be able to take him out from above. Now, another thing is, you may actually lose their position, because people can move and run pretty damn fast in this game, and far. I'm just coming up slowly to sort of stop my feet from being too loud, seeing as though he could be pretty close. He could have stopped at this tree to mine for wood. But as you can see, I have lost him, and I can't find him. But again, streamer perks. Sorry, not streamer perks, like YouTuber perks. I will be a streamer soon. I will have a Twitch account, and I will put that in the link of the description of one of my videos once I get that. But we now have a bolt action sniper. That is a massive advantage. Now we'll go ahead and see if we can scope out for him. I can see a massive build battle that's going on out to the right hand side. Go ahead and take this person out, grab all their loot. Now, I probably should have had my pickaxe out for there. We'll go ahead and build up, and now we're in a pretty good position to use these shield potions. I'm right under the tree, which means not many people can shoot me, because the tree is there, and that will basically block most of their bullets, seeing as though it has quite a few of those branches hanging down over the top. I'm going to go ahead and destroy this, just so I have a better, clear vision of view all the way around. And we'll go ahead and Just see if we can scope out that person, because I swear I saw him down towards those two huts. But make sure that we're not getting taken up from behind, and yeah, basically just keeping all angles covered. See if we can spot anyone, any little movement, anything that looks out of the norm. And yeah, so I'll make a little cut here, and I will skip to where it gets interesting. As you can see here, guys, I'm just using the edit trick to be able to see through my walls, which is a very neat trick. If you're not doing it already, you need to be. If you want to get victory royales, this is the way to see through your walls without revealing your body to people. As you can see, I sometimes have to peek over the front if I'm going to like see past the ramp, because the ramp, I can't see the wall. So I can see through the ramp, but I can't see through the wall behind. So if I edit the ramp to be able to see there, I can't see through the wall, if you guys understand. Go ahead and edit that wall back up, and then go ahead and use the SMG shotgun strat. That's a pretty good strat, in my opinion, to be able to land a heavy blow with the shotgun, or a decent blow with the shotgun, then just finish them off with the SMGs, get those light bullets in, because you can be in a pretty nasty situation with shotguns. So I prefer to just do that and deal a pretty big close range blow with that, and then move away, sort of disengage, and try and use the SMG to just tap them off and get them out of the game. Go ahead and push past here, go towards that building I can see over there. It's a pretty big amount of building that's gone on there, pretty good players, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can take that out with a sniper, see where the weak points are, see if I can take that out. Now, this generally wouldn't be like too great of a strat, just because they could hear where I'm firing from. Someone close could hear where I'm firing from, but I'm pretty confident that there isn't anyone around me. Try not to stay too still, but try and take those shots. Unfortunately, some of those aren't hitting the ramps, which is rather annoying, but I end up going in and finishing it off with the assault rifle, and later on I get a LMG. In my opinion, my favorite strat is the shotgun and LMG, just because you can use it kind of as an assault rifle. It's a really good pressure use, really good for using for pressuring people and getting them to have to build. If they don't, then they're just gonna get their walls taken down in a couple seconds, and then they're gonna start taking damage, which is not enough time to get any of those meds off, which is why I like that strat. The SMG is pretty good at doing that, but in my opinion, it's not as good as the LMG, just because the mag size or the clip size is nowhere near as big, and you need that larger clip size just to be able to constantly go through their walls and constantly destroy their walls. But we'll go ahead and push through. As you can see, it didn't destroy the first time, so we'll go ahead and destroy the bottom side of this ramp. It's linked up at one more point, and there we go, all done. As you can see, I'm going to check to my right side in a sec, and you'll spot there's a massive tower that right over the peak of this mountain. I can see this tower. Go ahead and grab some wood while I have the chance, seeing as though that you want to come into the last couple of fights with as much wood as possible. There's only about 4 or 5 people from what I can see on there. We'll go ahead and, as I can see the tower up there, so I'll use my sniper. There's a person who's just launch padded in, so see if he just stands still to make a headshot with the sniper. Otherwise, I'm not going to take that shot, seeing as though I'm going to have to push towards him. Go see if we can get around behind that mountain, but the storm has already started to move, which is really unfortunate, because I would have preferred to go around that mountain and have the cover from that. But as you can see, I'm zigzagging. Because he's shooting down from above, jumping isn't going to do much unless I'm on a side view. As you can see, he's already starting to peek. He's got a sniper. I'm going to line my shot up and see if I can just get that lucky little dink on the head. No, he ducked out too low. peek too low. But go ahead and go under the bridge so that we don't have to push up towards him. And this is where I find the LMG, just out on the other side. Luckily, I don't get sniped in the back by her. She doesn't have any issue with pushing me or anything. She doesn't feel very aggressive, seeing as though she has that sniper. I feel like she's more of a camping player, so I'm going to go ahead and run out and grab that for the SMG. Making that change early so that I can just quickly grab the weapon, see how many minis that is. It's only one, so I'm going to keep that over the bandages. Just seeing as though I can heal to 75 health quite, like almost 5 times. No, probably 3 times. If I get really low, I can heal 3 times all the way up to 75 HP, which in my opinion is a lot more useful than having to just have the 25 health and not being able to heal up any more than that. But I do feel that if you're a better player and you're not too worried about that, then go ahead and take the mini. The mini will probably benefit you a bit more. Go ahead and get that shotgun shot off, and then tap them up with the SCAR. Got a couple good shots out on there. I'm going to have to build up because I can see the sniper, the person on the mountain is trying to snipe me. Now what I should have done is placed a wall to the left, to the right side. As you can see, she's RPGing, just placing that wall just in case she goes to shoot at me. Go ahead and place that wall there, so that it's harder for her to shoot at me. And she puts a window in, and yeah, just absolutely lasers her through that. Anyway, she has a SCAR. I already have one of those. I probably should have picked up the rocket launcher. Go ahead and pressure this person. She's put a ramp, and I have too, but that's fine. Go ahead and come around the side, reposition, and then wall off, and ramp back up. A bit lazy with those ramps, but that's okay. Go ahead and wall up again. As you can see, she's RPGing, so I'm wanting to get on top of her. Put a ramp. Sorry, I sort of blocked her off, and then she's shooting up, so I'm going to try and ramp up. As you can see, that was a misbuild right there. You really don't want to have those happen. Anyway, I don't want my feet peeking out, but we're in this little enclosed space, so I'm going to try and heal up. Seeing as though we're not on the greatest HP, it's probably best that I disengaged from that and went on to try and take out the player later. But as you can see, he is searching for me. I've stopped the bandaging just because this person seems to know what they're doing. They have a pretty decent skin, which means they have to have had a couple of victory royales to get that skin, or have made a couple of those victory royales to get that skin. He's boxed himself in. I know exactly where he is, so I will keep an eye on that position. I'll be able to hear if he leaves. That person who was sniping me from up top before has gone ahead and moved around. I'll go ahead and edit that open, place a wall there, and then move around, reposition so I'm not getting pinched. Now that person in the center is getting pinched. I unfortunately didn't take the gold heavy shotgun. That's rather annoying there. I didn't think about that, but that person is now shooting at me. Go ahead and wall, place a ramp while I get the chance, and then open up and go for the high ground. Seeing as though he's just closed off, go straight up, take that high ground, and make sure that he can't take that. Now, go ahead and place walls here, make sure that she can't take me out like that. Go ahead and place a wall on top, get my shotgun out, and then I missed the shot as I came down, but then you're in a much better position to just take him out. Coming down with the high ground, because you're already ready with your shotgun versus them, which has to change from their AR, from destroying that wall to their shotgun. Depends where it's positioned, and then you're already ready there to take that shot, and it just gives you a split second more to get more damage into them. We'll go ahead and use this chug jug, get one back up to 100. As you can see, we're already on 2 players now. So as you can see, I got the heavy shotgun, but I didn't get the legendary one down there. But this should be fine. It should benefit us pretty well. We'll go ahead and place our launch pad and move straight on into the circle, seeing as though that's already built over there. I know where that last person is. He's below us. He's the Omega skin. And then now build up one more so that we have our own walls placed, and then wait for him to come out, because the storm is going to pressure him towards us. That's the main thing. If the storm is on your side, it makes it so much more easy to take people out because they can't do pretty much anything. They're just running in the open. I missed my first couple shots, unfortunately, but we do dink him up a little bit more and get a couple of shots off, on him. Also, guys, I would recommend playing on probably about 6 for your aiming and movement speed for your look around trigger, because if you don't have it on a high enough setting that you can't build fast enough, then you're just going to be slow and sluggish with your builds and not being able to protect yourself enough. Because if you're getting shot at from multiple angles, it's just way easier to have the ability to build around a quick circle versus not being able to put the walls up quick enough and you taking damage and you're already in a difficult situation when you're being pinched. As you can see, this guy is medding, so I'm just wanting to absolutely unload on this guy and destroy as much of his walls as possible. See, I'm trying to shoot in between and see if he's behind. As you can see, he just peeked behind, so I know he's at the far side. Use my LMG, get rid of those wooden walls, and take down the rest of his stuff. And hopefully get a couple more shots off. I think I get a headshot off in here. If I don't, then whoops. But yeah, just applying the pressure, which is why I love the LMG, because you can't med up while someone's shooting an LMG at you. It just applies so much pressure. It's also a psychological thing, because if someone is firing an LMG at you, you just hear the massive amounts of ammunition being fired off at you, and you just get a bit antsy. And sometimes it doesn't help. It can help with making the player not think as clearly about building and repositioning and keeping himself safe from ammunition. And as you can see, the storm is moving in, or will do in a second. So I'm going to go ahead and take this position. He got a shot off on me, but we'll go ahead and try and take that out using the peek. Got one off on him. Now he shot me out, so I'll go ahead and place a wall and then a roof piece, and then another roof piece and another wall. Now I place that wall behind because if he has a grenade launcher, and I don't want any of those slipping in from any direction. We'll go ahead and come around the outside, and I can't go around that side, but make sure everything's loaded, and then build a wall. And as you can see, I'm staying sort of close to my front wall, because if I move back, then he'll be able to see me, and then just immediately going for that high ground, putting that pressure on him. And as you can see, he uses that launch pad and takes, I get a shot off on him, and unfortunately I fall down because I jumped off. I wasn't thinking too clearly then, but it would have been so much more beneficial for me to stay up above, and then being able to build straight up. I probably would have ended the game a lot faster. But as you can see, I'm down here, I'm just reloading, getting everything usable. Otherwise, if you're not prepared for the next battle, then you could that's where you're gonna die. I'm gonna use this little pad right here to get me up on top, and then as you can see where I land, it's all the weak structures that are really close. So I go ahead and use my LMG and just get rid of all of them. And the guy actually jumps off beforehand, and yeah, we get the victory royale. And as you can see, I used the strap because I was below him. I was in a position where he couldn't actually get to me or find me, and yeah, got the victory royale. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.